Hey everyone, it's Haley Wiles, your East Idaho realtor, and today I'm going to take you on a little bit of a different adventure. We are headed to Menan to go on one of our favorite hikes, and I thought I would bring you along to show you just some of the beauty of Idaho. I know I'm always talking about it, so I thought I'd bring you along. So Menan is actually in Jefferson County. It's north of Idaho Falls. Idaho Falls is Bonneville County, and then if you watched my Shelley videos, those are in Bingham County, south of Idaho Falls. If you haven't seen the Shelley videos, go check those out. But I thought it would be fun to show you some wide open spaces if you're looking for land to build, or if you are looking for a home on a little bit more land. Menan might be a nice, tiny little town for you. So let's go take a look. One thing that I think is really important to talk about when people from out of state, especially California, Washington, and Oregon, that are moving here, they often say, I don't want an HOA and I don't want any covenants. And I think the reason they say that is because they're used to really strict rules. But when you're buying land in a farm country or state where there's a lot of farmland, HOA and covenants are actually really important. And the reason why is we have a lot of livestock here. A lot of this land, you'll have a big farm, and then you'll have the farmer that will sell a few acres off for you to buy a house or to build a house. And if there are absolutely no covenants, that neighbor right next door to you could, for instance, start their own pig farm. So you can buy a nice little acre of land, you could build your dream house, and then the neighbor next door would have no rules or regulations at all as to what they could build right next door to you. So we always like to look at the covenants and the rules of land, especially if you're planning on building, and then homes that you buy that are on an acre or more that have a lot of land next to them. We always want to know what's going to be going in near you. If, for instance, this big beautiful piece of land that you like to look at and watch the sunset, if it is one day going to be sold off and turned into a neighborhood. So HOAs are not always bad. Our fees are very minimal, especially compared to places like California. They're usually between $100 and $300 a year, not a month, and they just keep things nice, and they keep those neighborhoods from having livestock or other things like that. So. Reached Menan, and it's a teeny little town, but it does have this very popular restaurant right there called the Teton House. People drive up from Idaho Falls just to eat there. It's got great food. I'd highly recommend it. But here we are, just a real quiet little town. If you blink, you will miss it, of course. There is the church. Every Idaho town has got one. So here you have it. I'll just let you take a look. Able to see the elementary school right there in the distance, and then as we enter Menan, you see population 741. This far north of Idaho Falls, in a really small town like this, you are probably still going to work in Idaho Falls and commute unless you have a local job with either the school district or you are a farmer or work for a farmer. Another really important thing to remember, a lot of times when my clients are ready to move here, they start with really big ideas that they want an acre, at least an acre. Everybody wants an acre or more. But it's important to remember that an acre of land takes a lot of maintenance, especially in the winter. So if you are set on purchasing an acre or more, I gotta see if I can show you the cows. Big herd of cows out there. To make sure that you have the time to put into maintaining your yard, the weeds, the overgrowth, and then also the snow. If you have an extra long driveway or you live in a place up here where there is a lot of snow and the plows take a while to get out to your roads, that is really going to affect you as well and your commute to work. So just some things to keep in mind when you are moving out to the country. Okay, we just turned down the road for the boat access here. I'll just hop out and show you. If you're a fisherman or hoping to become one, like I said, when you get here, this is a great little boat access for fishing on the river. So let's go down and take a look. Here we have it. You can see a beautiful house up there on the hill. We are headed that way to hike. Here you go. Just put your little fishing boat in. Bring your kids down to fish. Today is April 2nd. It's 50 degrees out. Proof that the Idaho winter does eventually end. But like I said, it took us just over 35 minutes to get here to this boat access. There, of course, are more options for fishing and access to the river than just this one, but that's how long it took us to get here. You can hear the birds chirping. Just absolutely beautiful day after a long, long winter. So you can see there are just some beautiful houses out here, really house exactly how they wanted it. Now I do realize as I've been videoing all of this to show you just how beautiful it is that everything is dead. Keep in mind we have been covered in snow for the last 5 or 6 months. So when we come back in the summertime, it's green. Although this is considered high desert, it does look a lot different once we have some time for everything to come back to life. But here we go. I think this is our first hike in Idaho this year. We have hiked in Utah, but let's go. So we made it to one of the just great views on this hike, and you see both the Lemhi and the Lost River mountain ranges way out there in the distance, the Snake River, and then if we come behind us, another just beautiful view. And you'll see here in just a moment my finger as I try to zoom in, and then way out kind of center of your screen you can see the Tetons just peeking up out there in the distance. Thanks for coming along with us today as we hiked the Menan Butte. Molly is nice and tired out there in the back. If you are considering moving to Idaho Falls, the surrounding areas, or even the teeny tiny town of Menan, Idaho, please give me a call. I would love to help you out. Until next time, thanks for watching.